Hi everyone. Today we are going to take a look at the question longest common prefix, question number 14 in leetcode. So this is in this question we are asked to find the longest common prefix given a bunch of words. So to do this you need to first understand what a prefix is. So let's take a word for example. If we take flow, let's try to construct all the prefixes for the word flow. So for the word flow, F is a prefix, FL is a prefix, FLO is a prefix, FLOW, the word itself, flow is also a prefix of the word flow. So you know what how prefixes are constructed. So now we are tasked to find all the longest prefix given all of these words. So the idea is to like iterate over all of these words at once and then check letter by letter if all of them are matching or not. So so if you look here, we have all of these words, and we have a pointer that is pointing to the first letter of the words. So we match like this. So we take the first letter of the first word and try to match it with the first letter of the second word, and then we take the first letter of first word and try to match it with the first letter of the third word. And if they're matching, if we get to the end of the list and if the first letter is matching, then we continue, then we go to L, and then we match it with this L. Okay, it's matching. Then we match it with this L. So it is matching. So we will put F and L into our answer string, and then we will go. Let's try to construct it actually. So for the first iteration, the pointer is at for F, and we matched with all of the words. So we append it to F now. Then we go to L and we match it here then, and then okay, all of the words matched, so we append it to L. Then we take O, then we match with O here, and then we try to match O with I, and it doesn't match. So we stop here, and our answer is FL, right? So this is the basic logic. You need to handle a couple of edge cases though. So there is one case you need to handle where, let's say, we are iterating. So we take the first, like we take characters from the first word, and we match it with rest of the words, right? That we do that here. So we are taking characters from the first word. So there can be a scenario where the first word is longer than like some of the words that are present in the list. So in that case, you have to stop there because you cannot have a longer prefix than like a let's say flow is there. Okay, so flow is there, but we come to E. So we cannot proceed because the longest prefix will always be, can maximum be flow, because flow is shorter than flower. So you get my point. So that case we are handling here, that like if the index of if the index is like larger than some of the length of word, then we just break. And this part is just like matching. So we are trying to match each of the character, and if it doesn't match, then we break. And we also keep a flag. So this flag is to track, okay, are we breaking? If we are breaking, then we need to also break out of the bigger loop, um, right? So yeah, we break out of the bigger loop and we return the answer string. Um, let's try to go over this from the very start. I kind of jumped into it from the beginning, in the middle. So let's try to start from the beginning. So I'm taking two variables, answer string and flag. So answer string is to store the answer. Answer string is to store the like longest prefix, and flag is to basically basically tell me when to stop. Then I have two loops, two for loops. The first for loop is to iterate over the first word. So we are iterating over each character of the first word, and we are taking that character, and we are going to use that character. So I've named it current car, and we are going to use that current car to match it with the rest of the words, rest of the characters from the other words. Um, and I is basically the position in the first word, like where we select the pointer, and then we iterate over like all of the words. J goes from 0 to string length, so that's like all of the words. And if you see, we are comparing string. Okay, so this is like I mentioned earlier, this is for eliminating the cases where like the first word is larger than like other words in the string. And this is for like matching. So if you see how we are matching, so we are taking current car, and we have j is like we are iterating over the words. So j is like different positions of words, and I is like the position of the letter that we are at. So we start with 0 and then we go to L and then we go to O. So all of these indexes is tracked using I. Yeah. And then we have flag, like I told you, flag is to note down when to stop. And then when we have the flag equals to 1, we break and we return the answer string. um yeah. We can also go over like an example. So we can try going over flower. I mean this first example, but I feel that will be an overkill. So I hope this is clear to everyone, and thank you for watching.